we're just like really excited to be here with you guys. I know Amanda Griffin, so do you raise your hand if you know Amanda Griffin? Yeah, she's pretty cool. That's how I'm connected with your church a little bit. And Shannon's a good friend of mine. And yeah, we were just invited to share with you guys about purity and modesty. And we were really excited to just come talk to you guys because one, we both like figures, and two, we are both like just excited and passionate about modesty and purity. And so yeah, so we both grew up in like Christian homes and learned about like purity and modesty and stuff just growing up. But then when we were in high school, we both made decisions to just intentionally live a lifestyle of purity and have lived that lifestyle since then. And yeah, it's just been really cool. And so we just wanted to kind of share that with you guys. And we know what it's like to be a teenager and have other friends around you that are and aren't living those same lifestyles and how like the ups and downs of that and what that's like. And we also know what it's like to be in a relationship and still live out the truths of purity and modesty and things like that. So yeah, so okay, raise your hand if you have ever thought about your future husband or wife. No one. Yes, you can raise your hand. It's okay. You can do it. Yes. Okay. The thought has probably passed through your mind. I know that it has passed through my mind. And when I stop to think about like my future husband, and I always think about like, oh man, I hope he's like this, you know. I hope that I just kind of have started making this list of things that like I hope that my future husband has. And I'm sure that maybe you guys have kind of thought about that. Maybe you haven't. I don't know. Maybe you will start thinking about that someday. But in my mind, there are certain things kind of like I just really hope that my future husband is just wholeheartedly like loves the Lord and just wants to seek after the Lord and has a really good relationship with Him. And I hope that he obviously is like kind and thoughtful and just loving and respectful and wise and purity is a big part too. But I hope that he is a man of integrity and yeah, trustworthy and pure. These could be like, I know I'm saying like from a girl's perspective, but hopefully for you guys, you can think about them for like the opposite perspective, okay? But yeah, the other things are that I hope that he will be someone who will lead me. And I thought this would be interesting to share for the guys, so maybe you hear from a girl's perspective, like, oh, I'm actually looking for a leader, like someone who will kind of step up and take the lead and initiate things and pursue me. And I hope that this person has thought about me ahead of time and made choices in his lifestyle that would honor me in the future. And so as I have, kind of made my list and like hoping for all these things, I a couple years ago kind of realized, well, I probably shouldn't really just have this list. If I have this list, like that's awesome, but then probably he also has a list somewhere out there of like things that he's hoping for in a future spouse, and I realized that like, man, I want the best kind of like the best husband or the best mate, and so he's probably hoping for like the best possible person. And in like at Christmas time, you guys raise your hand if you get gifts at Christmas. Right? Okay. Okay, cool. So raise your hand if you also give gifts at Christmas time. Awesome. Everyone does. Okay, raise your hand if you get gifts for your birthday. Raise your hand if you also give gifts on other people's birthdays. Yeah, we all do those things, right? It's like just a natural part of life. So I was thinking about this, like I am hoping for this gift of when I get married that I get this awesome gift of a future husband. But also he is probably hoping for this awesome gift of a wife, right? don't just like get any sort of gift, right? You think about what does this person want, and you go out to all the different stores, right? You go shopping, you think about it, you may spend days, hours, weeks, I don't know, looking for like the perfect Christmas present, and then you bring it back home and you hide it because you're like, oh, I don't want them to see it, you know? And then later, when it's time for Christmas, you get it back out, you wrap it up, and then you give it to them, right? And so I feel like this is kind of the same with like myself. I want to get the best Christmas gift, the best like gift of a husband and or a mate, a spouse. And so I also need to be giving the best gift, right, of myself. And I want to take the time to think about like how can I be the best me that this person is hoping for also. What are some qualities within myself that I could wrap up and present to my future spouse? So I kind of go back over my list and think, okay, like I want to be, you know, I'm hoping for a man of God, and so I should be a woman of God. You know, what does that mean? What does that look like? I should kind of think about that and look through the Bible and then try to apply those own qualities to my life. And then also, you know, there are certain things that I just like. I don't like to kill spiders. Okay, I'm gonna be real. So I hope that someday my future husband will take care of the spiders. Anybody? Any of the ladies agree with me on that one? Thank you. Thank you. All right. Cool. Also, any men out there, like, are you guys hoping maybe, I don't know, that your wife might like cook for you or clean for you or I don't know, some kind like that? Yes? Yeah. Can I get an amen or a hand up? Something? Okay, thank you. See? So if I'm hoping that my future like spouse would, I don't know, kill some spiders, take out the trash, mow the lawn, that kind of stuff, I also want to be like, okay, well, like, I can work on being a better cook. I can work on being a better, like, cleaner, you know? But those are just kind of like little things. But then like bigger things of like, I'm hoping that my husband will be pure and wait for me. And so I need to do that same thing, you know, for myself. Like I want to offer that gift back to him. And but above all, I really hope that that he will and I will seek the Lord, because I know that all those other things are going to just kind of fall into place after that. But I guess really like, you know, I don't need to do any of those things. I don't need to get a Christmas present. I don't need to give these gifts. And it's really just a choice. So I kind of wanted to tell you guys that this like lifestyle of purity is not, I'm not here to tell you, you need to be pure. You need to do this, you need to do that. I'm not here to tell you that. I'm here to tell you that purity is a choice. And you guys get to choose whether or not you want to live that kind of lifestyle. And you can choose to like mess around or dress like the world says to dress or just do like whatever you want to do. You're totally free. You have that choice and you can do that. But I also want to tell you that whatever choices you make, every choice has either a consequence or reward to it. Like, does anyone in science in high school like studied like Newton's law? Like, for every action, there's a reaction. Opposite reaction. Equal or opposite. Okay, equal or opposite. Thank you. So, just like that law, that's like so true in our lives. Also, that anytime we make a choice, there's always a reaction to it, and it will either be positive or negative. So if you're late to school, what happens? Tardy. What does that mean? Anybody? Detention. Oh, struggles. There is a reaction there, right? What happens if you don't study for a test? Yes. And how does that feel? Not good. What does that mean? You don't get good grades, right? Yeah. What else does that mean? Trouble at home, failing, maybe like not going to get good scholarships somewhere, you know? More detentions. Who wants more detentions? What happens if you don't eat food? Starve. Yeah, you could die, right? So all of these things have reactions, consequences to them. But what happens if you do eat food?
Your body's healthy.
Well, not like too much, I guess. But what happens if you eat? You stay healthy. You know, you're full. You're not hungry, right? What happens if you study for a test?
You pass.
Awesome. What does that mean? Yeah. How's that going to feel?
Good.
Awesome. What else is that going to lead to?
Scholarship, knowledge.
Yes. What's the scholarship for?
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
You want.
Yeah. So what happens if you like practice for, I don't know, any of you guys like play a musical instrument or do sports or like anything else like that? Yeah. So what happens if you practice your craft? Yeah. And where could that lead if you get better at it? Where could that lead?
More scholarships.
Hey, coming back to that. Cool. Yeah. It can lead to just bigger and greater things, right?
Yep.
So all of these things take intentionality. You have to purposefully choose to practice. You intentionally choose to eat food. Or you intentionally choose to study for a test, right? Yeah. So all of those things, when you do those things, you see awesome results, right? For those things. But you had to choose to do them, to walk them out. Okay, so I've got another hypothetical question for you. What if someone came up to you and offered you $100 if you took 2 steps forward?
I'll do it.
Who would do it? Can I see some hands? Every single hand. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, $100 for 2 steps forward? Yes, sign me up. Like, that sounds awesome, right? Okay, but what if that same person also asked you, or offered you $1 million for taking 5 steps forward? Who would do it then? I don't know if you would take 5 steps forward. Oh, okay. That's an interesting, I did not think about that possibility. But let's say you are in an open plain, sure. Or right outside your church here.
There's no
I don't
danger
know.
in this scenario.
Yeah, there's no danger. Would you take those 5 steps forward to get $1 million? Let's see those hands. Who would do it? Yeah. Yeah. Saying it's only 3 more steps. Don't know about y'all, but I would love $1 million. I want the best. I don't want to settle for $100 when I could have $1 million, right? Yeah, that's awesome. It might be hard to take 3 more steps, but
If it's that, yeah.
it might be hard to take 3 more steps, but wouldn't it be worth it? Yeah? Wouldn't it be worth it to get $1 million? Absolutely. It's just a choice that you would have to choose. You would have to make. You would choose to take 3 steps forward, 3 more steps forward, or 5 total, or you choose not to. It's all your choice. So you can choose to stay right where you are and not get any money. You know, you could choose to take 2 steps forward and get $100, or you can choose to take 5 steps forward and get $1 million. And some people may, like everyone in this room, maybe we would all take different steps forward. I don't know, maybe we would all take the 5. Doesn't really matter what everyone else would do, but what is it that you want? The best. Man, that is what I want too. I want the best. And so I want the best. I don't want to settle for 100 when I can have $1 million. And all I would have to do is just choose to take those 5 steps forward. And within this aspect of purity, it's like the same thing. The Lord is saying, I have the best for you. I do. I have the best for you in your future. I want to give you that $1 million gift of an awesome husband or wife and an awesome marriage relationship where you guys get to have this unique relationship that no one else could ever have in the world. And if you stay pure for that relationship, then it will be that type of relationship that no one else in the world could ever have, but just you and yourself. And that's the best that God has for you. And so you get to choose if you want it or not, but I don't know about you guys, but I want to choose, I want the best. So that's a choice that you guys get to make. And the Lord says, I want to share this verse with you. It's in Psalms 42. Oh, just kidding. Definitely not Psalm 42. Psalm 32, verse 8. And it says, "The Lord says, I will guide you along the best pathway for your life." And that is a verse that has been just really significant in my own life, that I go back to time and time again, because I want the best. And I'm always coming back to the Lord and saying, "Lord, what is your best? What do you want?" And he's saying he will guide me. And guiding looks a lot like, have you guys ever seen little kids before? They don't know where they're going, walking all around. But guiding is kind of like that parent saying, "I'm right here, take 2 steps, come to me," and you're right here just guiding the child to you, right? So that's what the Lord does, is he's saying, "Hey, I have the best right here for you. So just come this way." He's not gonna come, grab you, pick you up, and just drop you in the best. That's not what he does. Instead, he's saying, "Hey, I have it. It's right here for you. All you have to do is take 5 steps. All you have to do is take those 5 steps. But here it is. Here it is. Come this way. Maybe don't go that way. It's just not a good option. But come this way. It's right here. I have it for you." Okay? So that's what we wanted to share with you guys. And then we kind of wanted to explore, okay, so what is God's best? What is that? What does that look like? What does that mean? What is it that he really has for us? So that's kind of what then Shannon's going to kind of take over and share more of that. But that's just where we wanted to start out with. And as we kind of transition into that, we had a couple more verses that we wanted to share with you about what God says about purity. And so, yeah. So the first one is 1 Thessalonians 4, 3 through 5. Do you have that? Yeah. Okay. Oh, perfect. Go for it.
All right, so this is 1 Thessalonians 4, 3 through 8. And this is probably not a version that you guys probably use, but it's New King James. So. "For this is the will of God, your sanctification, that you should abstain from sexual immorality, that each of you should know how to possess his own vessel in sanctification and honor, not in passion of lust like the Gentiles who did not know God, that no one should take advantage of and defraud his brother in this matter, because the Lord is the avenger of all such, as we also forewarned you and testified. For God did not call us to uncleanliness, but in holiness." Yeah, and then the second one was in Hebrews 13:4, and it says, "Marriage is honorable among all, and the bed undefiled, but fornication and adulterers God will judge." And so, so, Taya talked about, we want the best for ourselves, and then you think about, well, what does that best mean? Obviously, probably some of you guys, hope for some of you guys have been talking with your parents, and you've probably had all those awkward conversations that you don't want to have with them. But, be blessed by that, because that's really important. And just not so on this topic, but like she said earlier, we grew up in homes with Christian families, and I personally had a mom who was really helpful and loving and shared things with me that I think are important. I'm sure you guys hear a lot of stuff at school. You're learning a lot of things, probably things I did not know when I was y'all's age, but those are not necessarily the truth about what God says and what he means by his best. And so, we really want to capture, and the reason, we read those specific scriptures is that, God provides this standard of purity for us. And, it's kind of easy to think, oh, well, this is just another rule I have to do. I'm going to do this Christian thing, and, I have to do all these things, and I can have no fun. And sometimes we have that attitude, gosh, it stinks that I can't do that, or we can't do that, or that's not okay, or mom gets on me for that, or whatever. And but what I hope you guys can see is God's heart behind it, why he values this so much, and why we're trying to kind of portray that to you guys, why we value it so much, is that he's not a bad guy. God's not a bad guy. He absolutely loves you so, so, so much. And because he loves you and that means that he's calling you to a certain standard. And that's probably going to look different from some of your friends. And that's probably going to look different than some of the kids you go to school with. And, like, from someone who, like, walked this road in high school, in college, at a party school, you know, I went to OSU, love the school, but it's no, you know, party school, whatever. And you look different, and you think, like, is this really worth it? Like, I'm going to be weird, and people are going to think I'm weird, and maybe you guys don't struggle with that, but, like, I for sure did. But there was something about it in God's heart behind why you stay pure, why you dress modestly, that really just captured me. And even though my friends made different choices, and it was kind of disappointing at times, you know, like, man, like, I'm trying to walk this out, and people are just doing whatever. And that's really tough. Like, I don't know if that hits you guys. And I know, like, some of you guys are probably pretty young, and then you have some of you that are a little bit older. So you guys are going to experience and learn and grow, like, as you grow up. But I think it's good to have that foundation of, like, what does God actually say about, you know, like, sex outside marriage, sex in marriage, like, and, like, oh my gosh, I just said that word. But, like, it's real life. It's what you guys are going to deal with, and you're going to face, and you're going to have to make a choice about it. And so, you know, I just kind of wanted, I was thinking about, like, as, you know, Taya asked me, we go to church together, and she'd ask me, like, do you want to come and share this? And I was like, oh gosh, like, what is it that has kept me? Because I'm 26 years old, so dated several guys, been to college, done the whole thing, you know. But I was thinking back, like, what was it that someone told me? Because we're sitting up here talking to you guys, and you can listen to what we say, or you can be like, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully you listen. Hopefully you have ears to hear God's heart behind this. But I was thinking, like, what was the thing? Was it the word? Like, was it those scriptures and those rules that I thought, oh, that's why I have to follow that? Or, like, what were the different things that impacted me? What was said to me that really, like, got my heart and made me, like, have me make this commitment? So I just wanted to share 2 stories, and hopefully they're not going to be super awkward. But I remember, I don't know how old I was exactly. I feel like I was probably like 12-ish or 14-ish. And, you know, yeah, my parents talked about dating and why you date and how you should act and all this stuff. But my mom was sharing with me about, like, her wedding day. And it's probably, you guys have you all been to a wedding, like, in the last year or 2 or something? And the girls wear veils, right? Mm-hmm. And the veil is supposed to symbolize this, like, that you have been this covered person and this pureness, and then it, like, is pulled back, and you're giving yourself to your husband, right? And nowadays, people kind of pin their veil back behind their hair so it doesn't mess it up, you know. And it's pretty and cute and it's great. But when my parents were getting married, you know, my mom had waited for my dad, and my dad valued that so much in my mom because he did not wait. And he was like, can you please just wear the veil, but can you wear it over your face? And so my mom was describing the story to me, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And I just thought, like, that's such a cool, like, symbol, that what that represents and how special that was and how much it impacted my dad, because the Lord wanted that best for my dad, that he would have waited. And, like, it's not like if you don't wait and you mess up, it's like you're condemned forever, and, like, you know, because God is gracious, but his very best is for you to wait. And so that whole symbol that my dad asked me, could my mom wear that veil, was such a special and, like, beautiful thing. And I just thought, like, as a young girl, I'm like, that's the best story ever, you know. We all love weddings and want to get married someday. So that was really, really precious to me. That story just stuck in my mind of, like, I want to wear a white veil over my face on my wedding day and be presented to someone that God has prepared for me. And so kind of my own story of commitment. When I was 15, I remember where I was and where I was standing and, like, basically just crying out to the Lord and promising him, like, I am yours. And I will wait until you bring someone to me and I'm given away. Like, I just think that's such a beautiful thing. And I think it's even more cool now because not a lot of people are hanging on to that. And, I mean, you know, you guys have Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff, and I'm sure you see a lot of things, but it is so valuable. And so I wear this ring, which, like, you know, purity rings have kind of been this, like, fad, you know. And and can be, but like it has a lot of meaning to me. And like I cannot wait for the day that that symbol gets changed to a diamond ring and a wedding ring, and it means this whole other thing. But so just the bottom line, like God's best for you and your spouse is to wait for that purity to happen and come together in marriage within that union. And I was thinking about like there's probably stuff that you guys value. Like what's something you value a lot that you would like protect? Like
The Bible,
okay,
my phone.
your phone, right? And so you value your phone or you protect your phone because why? Like why do you like
So I don't get like 100 like selfies.
okay, well, yeah. So you protect things that you value, right? But if you don't understand why you should value something or what the value is in something, you don't protect it. And so that's what I hope kind of comes across. Like, is it worth it to you? Is it valuable to you? And because I think it is, we can get it. And so then, what does that look like in our lives? How does that translate to what we dress or what we look like or how we talk? And so we kind of came up with this kind of phrase. Hopefully it makes sense to you guys. But so, people talk a lot about modesty and stuff in conjunction with purity because it kind of goes together. So modesty to me is an outward expression of an inward understanding of sexual purity. So the reason I dress and act a certain way and am modest before other people is because I understand that I'm valuable, that I have something that I will give away someday, but it's for my husband only. And so, and I think that plays a big part. I know for girls, which I can't speak to the boys' side, unfortunately, but girls, and this is good for guys to hear, I think. Like, we have a lot of identity stuff wrapped up into our emotions and our actions and our behavior. So we want to be affirmed. We want to be cherished. We want to be loved. And sometimes that comes out in, like, doing things that we don't necessarily agree with or value because we're trying to get your affirmation. And maybe guys do certain things because you guys are trying to get affirmation. Like, oh, you got to be cool, so you got to do these things. Like, I don't know. I don't know what locker room talk is. I'm not dude, but I'm just saying, like, I know that stuff happens. So, but the truth is, like, you are valuable and you are worth it. And no matter what anyone else says or what anyone else is doing, it is your choice to live. And God will honor that. And He'll honor your spouse. And He'll honor you. Because you are valuable. And so, I think that's just, and some things like I was kind of thinking about, I don't have the specific scriptures for them, but I was just thinking, like, you're not your own either. You were bought with a price. Like, Christ died for you, and you're His. So you can't give away something, that's not yours. So He kind of owns you and has this plan for you and has this best plan for you. And then God designed sex for inside the marriage covenant.
He did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Because you know that's like, sorry.
That's the best. No.
But that is the best. Like, that's the best. That's when it's going to be the best form. It's a certain bond between you and your spouse that no one else in the world can have. And if you have that with someone else, then coming to the marriage, it's going to be weird bringing other people and other bonds and stuff. But you just really want that just fully with your spouse that no one else can have. That's why that's really cool.
Yeah. And I think just like along the same lines, nowadays it's kind of like those things aren't valued anymore the way they maybe once were. But it's just kind of like we're selling items off the shelf, like, and everyone's giving it away, and it's no big deal, and it's but it's a big deal to God. It's like the most valuable thing. Like she was talking about $1 million. Like you have that. You possess something. Like you get to give someone $1 million one day, and it's this like awesome gift, and only you can give that to them. And so, I think that's pretty cool. And that your body is a temple. So like it's supposed to be holy. Like the verse we read, like this called you to holiness. And then again, like I know I keep saying this, but I wish more people had told me, for a lot of reasons, not just in the form of purity, but like that I'm valuable, that I'm a treasure, that I am worth something, and I'm worth waiting for. So girls, if some guy is pressuring you, no, buddy, I'm worth it. Like I'm worth it for that someday. Guys, like whatever girls are trying to do, or convince, or friends, or whatever, like you are worth it. Like that may seem like an unmanly way to say that, but it's not. It's because God thinks you're worth it. And your wife one day is going to be super pumped that she's your only one, and forever will be your only one. So I think that's really, really important. So just like kind of the close, you guys can ask questions if you want or whatever. But so it is about what Taya talked about. It is about developing your own godly character and preparing yourself for your spouse as they prepare for you. And it is about being modest and dressing a certain way because you are valuable and you don't need to show all that stuff off. Like, you don't need to do that. Like, that's for your husband, that's for yourself. And it's not just another rule. Like, I hope that hits home too, because I know that just like in my Christian life, sometimes stuff can feel like a rule. Like, I've got to do all these things. But I hope what you guys get out of this is that God loves you so much, and He just wants to absolutely best for you. And you guys are His kids. And it is a choice, and we hope that you guys will choose to wait. Because it's paid off a lot, and I think there'll be huge, huge blessings for you guys on Sunday. And the Lord is always talking about it. And you can ask it with us. I know that whoever it is. So, yeah.
Do you guys have any questions for us? Or like, yeah.
You guys always have questions.
Yeah.
So she went to lesson. Where did you go?
I went to ORU.
Sorry, not here. Why do they show their stuff?
Why do they?
Just to help you guys.
It goes back to
Yeah, I really think that it goes back to how they see themselves, which like seems kind of like a what, that doesn't make sense, but kind of that affirmation thing I was talking about, that girls are like they know they'll get some kind of attention from doing that because like I mean the way you guys are wired and the way God made you, like that's going to get some kind of reaction, and unfortunately that's a negative type of thing, and it's not them seeing you for who you are, but it's seeing them for what they can offer or what they have. And I think it comes down to like an insecurity inside of herself that she might not value who she is, and she feels like she has to put that on display so she gets someone to notice her because maybe she doesn't feel noticed or she doesn't feel loved or she doesn't feel cherished. So she does what she feels like she can get somebody to notice or somebody to care. But what's sad is like it's kind of it's an outward thing of an inward cry of like, man, I just don't value who I am, or I don't know who I am, or I want someone to love me. And that's why, hopefully that we can know that God loves you, God cherishes you. You are affirmed by God.